You know what I'm saying?
Y'all having a good time out there.
24/7 Miami.tv. From glitz and glamour to fashion, function, and the nuts. 24/7 Miami.tv, your host for Network Under the Sun. Just two nuts in the Magic City, bringing you sports, news, local events, Miami meat and potatoes with Pittsburgh salt and pepper. 24/7 Miami.tv.
We're allowed to cuss, right?
Always tighten your knot.
.305 Network Under the Sun. Just a couple of nuts here in the Magic City, helping you get your groove on to Unpopular Chris's favorite song of all. I hate this song. I think every week we need to mention that this is Chris's favorite song. Welcome aboard anyway. www.247miami.tv. Eat you up. We have, if you haven't noticed, we're tweeting and promoting the link for the live video, so you can see us sit here and produce a radio show. So if you're looking at us, how the hell you doing? There we are.
Hi. He's not wearing any pants. Right there, that guy. No pants. Nothing.
I'm in the no pants dance clan.
Outstanding. So here we are, live and uninterrupted with Assels Chaps. I guess
Does this bet ever go down though?
sometimes. I don't know. Maybe. Go ahead.
What?
For hating it. I like how he doesn't do anything about it.
He hates it, but he
I'm
has
just gonna let it run
an hour and a half.
Like,
I figured that the more we listen to it, the more everyone else will realize how terrible it is. It's one of my unpopular methods.
Okay, well, I don't like
reverse
it.
psychology.
All right, I don't like it, so you can take it off now.
See, everybody dislikes it.
Outstanding. I think we need to keep it for at least another month. Is that better? Do you like this one better? Is this one better?
Yes, way better.
Why did you have to go and play this one? I don't like this one as much as the other bed.
Of course you don't like it as much as the other bed, because you don't like anything as much as the other bed. The other bed is awful.
Well, that's my unpopular opinion, so stick that in your toque.
I'll stick that.
They have toques in New York, right?
Say
No.
what now?
So wanted to go over a couple things here with you guys real quick. If you're just joining us, we wanted to mention that apparently we've come up with this really cool plan for December.
Yeah, that's
Do tell.
We apparently, first off, by the way, LC is our technical director and owner proprietor of 247miami.tv. He's in the production room.
He needs to go sit in the red chair so everybody can see him.
Yeah, he's going to be in the red chair in just a moment. So.
As soon as the delay catches up to him and he hears what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Chris is running the board this evening. Silos to my right. Dre B.
What's up?
Thanks for joining us, man.
Hey.
Appreciate it. So the thing we were discussing earlier was, I guess in December, we're going to run a mockery show or a couple mockery shows.
I say we call it Chameleon Month.
Chameleon
Community
Month.
month. I like
Yeah,
the sound of
because
that.
you know the Spider-Man villain, the Chameleon, like he can just take the form of any person, I guess. He's like
Right.
he's just a straight shape-shifting doppelganger.
So he can't be a fire truck.
I would say no.
No.
Okay, just task him,
Unless
'cause
like
I don't
he
know much
tried to
about it.
shapeshift into Optimus Prime fire truck style,
that
but
would be
maybe.
so cool.
Autobots transform. No. So apparently what we want to do is we want to bring the 24/7 Miami radio team closer together, and we're going to mock their shows during our show. So we'll have
Chameleon Month.
Yeah, Chameleon Month. So we're gonna convert a segment, I guess, per show, or a segment or two of our show into the other shows here on the 24/7 Miami Radio Network. How's that?
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, so we have
We're basically just going to mock the hell out of them, aren't we?
yeah. I do, like, for instance, like the fantasy fruit ads. We'll be able to mock them by actually giving you information in regard to your fantasy teams. So there's that. The Roy O show will how's this? We'll go ahead and what's the show that they dissect? Breaking Benjamin or whatever?
No. The Walking Dead. We'll just recap the entire series.
That's on the Discovery Channel, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't Micro narrate that? So at any rate, we'll tell you all about that show. George West, we're going to actually go into, I guess, some important topics. And
deep thoughts, very deep thoughts.
Deep thoughts. We'll put you guys.
Can we
on
get like
LSD.
Jack Handy to like narrate instead of the big voice?
If for those of you playing the home game and you're watching at home, we have a serial killer at the window behind us, and we appreciate that.
Hey, buddy.
They just let anybody in here. He's really short too.
Yeah.
I don't know who let the midget in.
Hey, do you guys remember playing GoldenEye when you were a kid on Nintendo 64?
It was rated like one of the most awesomest video games ever made for the system, right? Yeah.
But when you played on like multiplayer mode and it was just like a free for all, shoot 'em up, like just try to kill all your friends.
Right.
There was one character named Oddjob, and if you guys know James Bond, Oddjob was I believe he was Korean with the bowler cap on, and he was just tiny as heck. But in the game, he's so tiny that you can't shoot him unless you like physically stop and aim your gun down. So if you're just like running around trying to dodge bullets, you'll never get a chance to shoot him.
So that was Oddjob.
That was Oddjob.
Okay.
That was the serial killer outside of our window.
Interesting.
All right.
So his name is now Oddjob Chacon.
All right. Can live with that.
We'll go. All right.
Oddjob Chacon.
Can we just
Rolls off
can
the
we say
tongue.
OJC?
Yeah, I like that better.
That's
OJC.
interesting. Did you guys hear that there's another infected person with Ebola?
No, not again.
Yes.
I'm never leaving my house.
So here's what they're saying on
Is that
all
the
the
one
news
that,
outlets.
that was the one that took the plane from Ohio to Dallas?
No,
There was one, I believe, on my drive here to the show. They said that there was another.
Oh, really? Another
Yes.
one? Well, apparently this is one of the health workers that took care of the guy that died.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the 40 of them.
Well, yeah, there were a ton of them, and they were in everybody else's room, and they were running around all over the place. It went down the cafeteria after picking his nose and stuff.
God, we're all doomed.
But here's the thing that they're putting out on all these videos and stuff, and I have a little bit of insider information, but I'm not going to go into my sources. But the thing is that
I know the source.
all right. So they give these people all this equipment, right, to protect themselves whenever they go into the rooms, right? So they got a big face shield and like oxygen mask, and you get double gloved, and you have rubber boots, and then like octopus
hazmat
tentacles.
suit.
Yeah. So you have like that. You basically walk in and you look like Sigourney Weaver, an alien. So you walk in. So it's not as much getting infected, handling the person. It's you get taking the stuff off of you. You're taking it's called doffing the gear. You're doffing whenever you don it, you would put it on. Whenever you doff the safety equipment, they're grabbing at the equipment with their infected hands and stuff, and at their eyes and things. And they're infecting themselves by touching with the bloody, gooey mess that they just handled the patient with. So they're doing all that, taking it off. And that's how they're getting infected. So there's like videos coming out from the CDC.
Oh, boy.
I would think that when you're donning it, obviously you're putting it on, it doesn't matter. But when you're
Doffing
it, then I would think that
I wouldn't say that in front of a group of 13-year-olds because you probably get the giggle fest.
You would have to do that like in a, I guess,
Well,
a decon room.
Well, yeah, there should be a secure area for it. They give you there's certain wipes or whatever. You wipe off your hands and your face.
Like somebody else could come in and then remove that.
Well, you do it by yourself. You're supposed to have these decontamination wipes that you wipe everything down with first. Then you have to take off the gear and it goes into a bag that's already prepared for you. Then you have to decontaminate yourself. So you have to shower. So there's steps to this, and they're ripping off the gowns and stuff and touching their face and eating a sandwich and all that sort of stuff.
I thought I heard that there was a scientist that said that now it's possible that it's also airborne.
No, that's not true.
No?
That's not true at all. Basically, what happens is they do the.
It could go in through the lungs. Or
well,
something
they do a dye test.
Okay.
And what happens is basically like to practice putting on and off the gear. They spray you with this ultraviolet crap, and you take off the gear. Well, what happens is anywhere that there's the ultraviolet dye is contact. If you get it on your face near your eyes or nose or your mouth, it can penetrate your skin to your mucous membranes and you can get infected that way. It's not airborne. Like you can't get it like if you rub up against somebody that has it, like touch somebody like here, I'll touch for the video viewers at home. No Ebola contact. However, if I were to like lick my hand and like rub it across his tongue. Yeah, just like that. Ooh, it's green from the coffee. But you get the idea. So
That's not from the coffee.
But what are we doing? Mowing the lawn out there with your face? So
Something like that.
So Ebola is spreading not because we don't have the gear to protect ourselves, but because we don't know how to get naked afterwards. Moving right along. So George West covered this over the weekend, by the way. So this is sort of like a family hug.
Cover it with.
This is a family hug.
Okay.
So 24/7 Miami family hug time. George West show covered this, the crazies in Florida. So we had a crazy break loose. Guy went into Walmart. Crazy? Yes, he is. Mad as a hatter. Swear to God. So this guy walks into Walmart and finds a plush toy that he likes.
Oh my.
And he takes it back to the bedding section and has his way with it.
When you say has his way with it, what do you mean by that?
I don't know, but it sounds delicious.
Our studio audience found that to be hilarious. So he took the stuffed pony animal thing, took it back to the bedding section, and I guess, well, hold on. They said that the official word out of Brooksville, Florida, according to WFLA, said that he allegedly masturbated using a stuffed animal. Yeah! Right? The incident was caught on camera. He was using a stuffed horse toy.
Oh, no.
And he masturbated onto and into the animal. And according to... Yeah, that's hilarious. You guys shut up. What the hell? We have cats on the beach. Are you serious? Where the hell did that come from? But the thing is, though, is that now he takes the stuffed animal and puts it back on the shelf.
Oh.
Yummy.
For the next kid to come and play with.
Are you guys shut up out there, please? So Sean Johnson got arrested. So he's that was dumb. Yeah, Hernando County Jail, and he's waiting for a $1,500 bond. So, yeah, yum. You talk about doffing protective gear, right? So,
wow.
Yeah,
he was doffing a stuffed animal.
Where was this guy from again?
Florida. Yeah, all the crazy stuff happens in Florida.
Yeah.
Florida. Was there any question? And in other news, I think we only have a few minutes left. I wanted to get into this. We're sort of skipping one of the stories that I wanted to talk about.
Why don't you get into it, though?
The biggest thing that there is to talk about. High school teenager has sex with 2 teachers.
Nice.
Nice. So apparently 2,
Okay.
but the 2 Louisiana high school teachers are in jail after they had a threesome with a 16-year-old. He's now 17. He was bragging to his friends, right? Bragging to his friends. Oh! Had a threesome with these 2 teachers, and their mugshots. Here, I'll tweet the actual link. The mugshots, though, the teachers are pretty cute. So
they're dope.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah. Shelly Dufresne, 32, and Rachel Repre
Dufresne
of 20. What the hell is that? Why are there cats in the studio?
Why aren't there cats in the studio?
I have no idea what's going on. We've unleashed mayhem. I'm tweeting it right now with no other here at 247. Boom. There. So there we go. That is your link to the 2 high school. Now, we were talking about this off air, and I sort of want to bring this up. Let's reverse the roles. Let's change gears. So let's read the story that 2 Louisiana high school teachers are in jail after the 16-year-old girl that they allegedly had a threesome with.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Are you crazy?
That's just wrong.
What?
What's going on here?
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
They need dragged out and shot, right?
Man, I'm going to go beat those guys up.
This becomes a completely different discussion. Unpopular Chris,
Absolutely.
I'm sure you have an opinion here, and you look like a bottle rocket ready to go. Hit us. What is it?
I've always been one of those guys that completely goes for equality of the sexes. I think women deserve everything that men deserve, and because of that, I think it's vice versa. So
Now, wait a second. Let me ask you a question before you get into it.
go ahead.
Do you feel as if the situation was reversed, that the
that the male teachers should get a pass and the girl should get a high five? Or do you think that the female teacher should be chastised, thrown in jail, and this kid beaten with
that if a 16-year-old girl hooked up with 2 male teachers, and if they were as attractive as the female ones that we're looking at, the women who are looking at this story could look at that girl and be like, nice.
Like not the balding algebra teacher with the fat gut and
let's be honest. The reason why we are saying like, you know, that whole South Park line of like nice, you know, is because we find the ladies that he got with attractive, and we would love to do the same. Now, if there are like let's say this like a 16-year-old girl was hooking up with like 2 professors that looked like Channing Tatum in their late 20s. You don't think all the women in their late 30s would just like look at her and be like, damn, good job? Like,
no, there's a double standard.
Yeah, I think that honestly, I think that
I'm not saying it's right.
I don't subscribe to double standards.
I'm not saying it's right.
Now you have to reverse all genders and all positions. You can't, because if you talk about the guy that hooked up with the 2, let's call them the teacher MILFs, I think most women hearing this story will be like, oh, come on, that's gross, right? It's only dudes that are just like, nice.
Yeah, because you look back whenever you were 16, and it was like you were in you were now in high times if you even got like to second base. Yeah. Let alone
so now, if it's like a 16-year-old girl with 2 male professors, all the men who hear this story are probably gonna be like, "Oh, that's horrible." But some of the women will just probably be like, "Good job."
Are you sure about that? Or are you just making a generalization? I don't know.
Either way, it's great.
I think that if everything switches position for both genders, unless like homosexuality comes into the equation somehow, I don't know how it would play in. But if everything switches for both genders, then the double standard doesn't hold true anymore.
But I don't see society like just on the uptake on that. I think that like, and I agree with you. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that I don't think society fits that mold. Whereas women are going to be disgusted if the 2 Channing Tatums took on Channing Tatums. Channing Tatums. Channing Tatums. So if the 2 Channing Tatum professors took on the 16-year-old and made her look like, you know, a pig at Christmas, what? That was what else is going to happen there? I mean, you know,
it is what it is.
Yeah, right. Unless it's like Ronco and it's like set it and forget it. But hey, look, the red thing popped out. She must be done. So she was 18 at the time, I promise. So, but my question remains is that I don't think society is going to change their mind. I mean, this may we can reverse the roles of the situation, but I don't think society is going to like fall in line. I don't think that that's going to happen there. That there's just going to be the bro code is going to be where we're all going to be like, yeah, way to go. However, the girls are going to be like, ooh, that's gross. That's just me. But I don't think society is going to fall in line. I agree with Chris that if we did reverse the roles, that's how it should be, ideally. But I don't think that maybe that's how it's going to play out.
I don't know. I'm disagreeing a little bit with what Chris is saying. I don't know if the roles were reversed, if there will be that many women that will be saying like, you go girl or anything.
That's because you're not progressive enough. You got to champion women's equality a little more.
I know. I'm just
either way. I don't
think it's about that. I just don't think like women think like guys if the roles were reversed. I don't know if there are that many women who would be like, you know, whatever.
Either way,
someone's getting off. I think either way for me.
Yeah. So either way, we had a threesome, and they're in jail, and this kid's high-fiving his friends. 305 Network Under the Sun. You're on the 24/7 Miami Radio Network and 247miami.tv, and we're on YouTube. Stay tuned. We have a lot coming up, including our fantasy bit later on down the line, and we have sports headlines next, so stick around.
The next night, the woman goes to the Panda's house, and she says, you owe me money.
Whoa. Hey, guys, what's up? Greg Cook here. I'm host of Metal and Mayhem. We're all here hanging out at Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, digging on some delicious food and tasty adult beverages. I'm here with some of the 305 Nuts, Louis Chacon, and Unpopular Chris. Chris, what do you have over there?
Cutler Bay Sports Bar has hands down the best wings in South Florida. I tried their hot buffalo sauce, and it was delicious. I also had the lemon pepper and the Caribbean jerk, but then Hector told me about Hector's sauce. It's the definition of awesome. Matter of fact, Hector's sauce has ruined wings for Craig. You can't even go anywhere else because they don't have Hector sauce. I order my wings 20 at a time, but here the place can grow as high as 50 wings. Don't miss out. Try them today. Now leave me alone. You don't interrupt an animal during his meal.
Very true, Chris. Hector's wing sauce is the best. Here's Louis Chacon. Looks like you have a tasty beer there. Tell us about the drinks, LC.
Well, Cutler Bay Sports Bar is my favorite place to go for drinks. They have happy hour from 4 to 8 every Monday through Thursday. Dozens of draft specials, 2-for-1 mixed drinks, and 2-for-1 wines. I get down here as often as I can. My glass is empty. Hey, Hector, pour me another one.
So it's obvious. Cutler Bay Sports Bar. Awesome food, the best wings, the best drink specials all the time. Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, 20305 Old Cutler Road, right here in the heart of Cutler Bay. Tell them Craig sent you.
So the woman looks up panda in the dictionary and it says, panda eats bush and leaves.
It's not about anything else.
Go to your room and lock the door, cause when you try it once, you want to try it some more. Size doesn't matter, and that's a fact. It might be small, but it's a big impact. Bust a nut, bust a nut. Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as well. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell. Everybody does it, they're not gonna lie. You can do it at school, just don't get caught. It takes a few minutes if you don't feel it. Take your time, make it last all day. Bust a nut, bust a nut. Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as well. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell.
Corn Nuts, an intensely crunchy corn snack, comes in 7 nut-busting flavors. Bust a nut at a convenience store near you.
The latest entertainment news.
Your favorite fashion trend.
Your inside scoop on the dirtiest and juiciest gossip.
Only here on Dirty Laundry for 24/7 Miami.
Every Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Don't miss us.
I'm coming up, so you better get this party started.
305 Network Under the Sun.
His boy and his girl. They go.
305 Network Under the Sun. Just a couple of nuts here in the Magic City, helping you get through whatever it is you're getting through, whether it be Ebola or teenage threesomes.
I'm getting through Ebola right now.
www.247miami.tv and the 24/7 Miami Radio Network, including the TuneIn Radio app. Just search for 24/7. To my left, C. Los. Los, what's your Twitter?
Los 305 Nuts.
Unpopular Chris. I think I just mentioned your Twitter handle.
Yeah, I'm at Unpopular Chris. That is how I shall forever be known.
And you can look at the channel at 247 Miami. You can look up me at Real Craig Cook. And this just into the news center. We just got handed this. We have some breaking news. So apparently there's breaking news coming in the Ebola network here. We have the Ebola network. A town in Perdon, Texas. I believe it's Perdon, Texas. The town of Perdon, Texas was quarantined 25 minutes ago. Quarantined after a family of 5 tested positive for the Ebola virus.
So the entire town has been quarantined because of that.
That is the breaking news. However, according to sources, this has been deemed false. So this is not. This is
so does it? But
so it's not at all breaking news.
Well, the thing that.
But are they making it false so that people don't overreact, or are they?
I don't want to say the word.
Don't.
Well, it makes Chris mad whenever you say the word.
Right.
So, but according to, apparently this broke. We don't know how the story got out, but apparently it's doing the Facebook thing. It's on some major news networks already. However, it's not. It's true
right
at this time.
It's deemed false.
There's no.
The reports are false.
So there is not a quarantine town in Texas.
I guess not. Maybe yes.
Well, it hasn't been deemed credible or reliable yet.
I'm gonna still say yes.
So Los, okay, we taking bets on this?
Sure.
All right. What's the win?
The loser has to go to that town.
Like right now?
Yeah, sometime in the
I don't
next
have
week.
enough miles to fly to Dallas, Texas, or a town shortly north.
I mean, I'd have to take a couple of days off of work, but okay.
I don't think I have enough Lysol. in my carry-on bag.
Well, you didn't say I had to get off.
Yeah,
I'm
most
just
of your
gonna drive
carry-on
by.
bag is actually canola
He didn't
oil.
say anything about. He said go to the town. I'm just gonna drive right by there with the windows up. I'm just gonna drive right
Take
by.
a picture right next
Take
to
a
the welcome sign.
Yeah, and later.
See you.
You didn't say anything about renting a motel and spending the night or anything. You just said you gotta go there.
Making out with one of the family members.
Having them over for dinner.
Nothing like an Ebola breakfast.
So there you go. That's our breaking news. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. That's our breaking news. So if we have breaking news that comes in live,
I thought we heard something else though. Didn't Carlos mention something about a plane touching down?
well, I guess we could break that in.
Correct. That's
Do you have that story with you, Los?
I believe I still have it.
So apparently there was a plane that carried an Ebola patient or victim, one of the Ebola victims, correct? And the plane was still loose, right? It's flying around the United States or whatever. And the news is
he was on the plane that was going from Ohio to Dallas, and then from Dallas when he got off, Frontier Airlines A320 is being taken out of service after a passenger who flew between Cleveland and Dallas.
Right, that was the nurse from the Duncan case.
Now we do have this on good authority. The Palm Beach Post is reporting this. So.
Right.
So wait, were there any passengers in the plane that touched down?
29-year-old Amber Joy Vinson.
Were there any passengers in the plane when it was routed from Texas to Fort Lauderdale?
I don't think it was empty because apparently it also stopped in Cleveland and Atlanta. So I could only imagine that there were people on these planes or on this plane from these cities.
From Cleveland to Atlanta and Atlanta to Cleveland. And then back from Cleveland to Fort Lauderdale.
Wow.
And there was people on the plane, which they took out in Atlanta. They removed in Atlanta. So there could possibly be.
So the pilot still flew the
plane to Fort Lauderdale.
Imagine being that flight crew. How pissed off you'd be. Hey guys, you just got to sign the Ebola plane. Take it to Fort Lauderdale, huh? For some service. Are you an idiot? That would be my first question.
The plane was cleaned at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport on Wednesday.
But how thoroughly though? Like, did they clean it for Ebola? Did they go through with the cans of Lysol and spray down each seat, get rid of the fart smells and all that sort of stuff?
Did they get the cleaner guys to come?
Yeah, all of them in hazmat suits.
Did you guys see that actually on the Daily Show? Like the company that cleaned out that guy's house that was infected with Ebola was just called the Cleaning Dudes or something like that.
Oh my God! What the low rent clean? Yeah, the duty of cleaning up the Ebola plight in Texas has gone to the low bidder, and it was two Mexicans running the dentistry, shoe repair, and house cleaning service van.
Basically, yeah.
The plane was cleaned according to CDC standards and returned to service on October 14th.
But they're still taking it out of service. That's how.
And then it cleaned again in Cleveland at the end of the day on October 14th.
But they're still taking it out of service.
But they're still going to take it out of service.
Even though they cleaned it to CDC standards.
Yes.
So, hey, we did everything to CDC standards. We cleaned it thoroughly, but let's just take it out of service just in case.
Just in case.
What kind of crap is that?
I don't know.
That makes sense, though. I would take it out of service until...
Kind of sounds like the quarantine family in Texas.
I don't know if I agree with any of that.
Because, you see, the thing is that they cleaned it to CDC standards. There may be still a possibility that some of the virus is still there that they just don't know about. But if they take it out of circulation for, I believe it's 10 weeks, then that means no chance that the virus can survive in a dry environment at that point.
Yeah, but you're going to have how do you temperature control a plane sitting on the tarmac for 10 days? It's humid in Florida.
Not 10 days, 10 weeks.
Oh, 10 weeks.
Yeah.
And who's going to park? How much is a plane these days?
I don't know.
How much does a plane cost?
I have no idea.
Well, 40,000.
How about like maybe 5 million? Let's get 40,000. What is it?
Costs less than a house. Yeah,
less than a vet. Let's
40 grand.
We may have an authority on this. Let's ask LC. LC, how much? He's going to be 20 seconds behind. So LC, how much does a plane cost? Okay, so he'll get back to us in a second. My question is that much money wrapped up into a piece of machinery like that to just park it?
Yeah, but your health is priceless, isn't it? Like, how much of a lawsuit would they have if they brought that plane back out to fly and somebody caught Ebola because they just didn't give it the time that it needed?
Well, it was cleaned to CDC standards, though. Twice.
How about if you just put it? How about if you put it out to pasture and just put? I'm sure you got insurance on it.
Burn it with fire.
Burn it with fire and Get your insurance money.
Hook a remote control up to it and fly it into the ground like all those test videos you see all the time, right?
Yeah.
Use it as a crash test. So the segment was supposed to be before breaking news hit the airwaves. Here we have the AP Twitter feed running. I guess Los has the IV, the AP IV, right?
DC.
Oh, you have the AP IV, but DC? Is that through your nose? Is that what that means? Nasal cannula, DC, NC,
yes,
NPO,
elemental G,
QRU. Okay, so at any rate, sports headlines is where we wanted to be here. So we have some local sports headlines that I think we should talk about first. So Los had brought this to my attention. I think the Miami Dolphins, Shelby, right? He's the defensive
end for the Miami Dolphins.
Right?
He last week on the bye week, he went out and he went to go party. Everybody knows he went to go party, and apparently he had altercation. Something happened to him in the club, and
I remember he got into a fight. I remember there was an altercation where security. He was touching a girl,
right?
And security asked him to leave,
please,
and he wouldn't.
Right.
So the cop went in. That was dumb.
Which ended up supposedly tasing him, and he looked like he got the snot kicked out of him. And now the report comes out the police report comes out when they took him to the hospital.
This is rich.
That he asked the nurse to please give him a Z-Pack. A Z-Pack,
which is antibiotics.
Antibiotics.
Like it's like a 10-day thing, right?
Yeah, like if you have strep throat.
All right.
He said, please, because in his words, he was at the club and he fornicated with a prostitute and did not want, and he fornicated raw dog.
Is that what he said?
Yes, raw dog. And did not want any of her.
Where'd the cat come from on a B-bar?
So he didn't want any of her disease, any sexually transmitted disease. So he wanted a Z-Pack.
Z-Pack.
Right.
To cure the sexual, like chlamydia.
Yes, like, yeah.
I don't know which ones. Which ones are bacteria? Which ones can you? I think it's herpes A.
I'm glad that I don't know.
Right.
I'm very happy that I don't know. So I don't want to know.
Sexual fact of the day: did you know that
I didn't know that
the human crab, the little pubic lice, is almost eradicated due to the modern
day of trimming.
Yep. Modern trimming techniques.
That's great.
That makes a lot of sense.
There you go.
So where are my PETA people standing up and jumping up and down saying that we almost eradicated a species? Where are they? Where's my PETA folks?
If you can't cuddle with the animal, PETA doesn't care.
So if it's
what if the animals cuddling with you?
Oh, touche.
I still think that PETA doesn't give a damn in that case.
Wow. I don't know.
Poor little animals. Poor little crabs.
So let me ask you guys something.
Why don't you ask me something?
I know in Pittsburgh they want to put our offensive coordinator on a stake and burn him. Or I believe Philbin.
We want to do that with Filthy Philbin.
Filthy Philbin.
Yeah.
It's Fire Philbin with a PH, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Definitely.
On the Twitter feed.
Did you hear what he said in his news conference?
Tell me.
That he ran it. Yes, he made a decision to run it on 3rd and 9 to give Aaron Rodgers the ball back, which already doesn't make sense right there. And he said because he got queasy from the Buffalo game last year about turning the ball over, so he was scared. Here's what he said. He was scared, or he wasn't sure of his offense. So what?
So basically, he said it was 3rd and long.
Yeah. So basically, he's telling Tannehill
of the worst.
He's basically telling Tannehill that he has no confidence in him to convert a 3rd and 9. Because why would you take the ball out of his hand?
Yeah, but that's been the MO with him this entire time. I mean, yeah, he has no confidence in Tannehill. He wouldn't name him a starter after he had a bad game.
And Bill Lazor, which is the offensive coordinator, asked to throw the ball. He wanted to throw the ball, and obviously the head coach came in and said, "Hey, we're running the ball."
So let me get this straight.
So they had a little.
This is the second coach in a row. Your first coach during this stretch here, who's now coaching the Raiders.
20-year stretch.
Well, this particular stretch of two coaches, you had a coach that was jumping up and down over field goals,
right?
And now you have a coach that's afraid to throw the ball,
right?
3rd and long, I'm not throwing it because I got queasy last week.
Because I got queasy last year
for
the Buffalo game.
So he had the Hershey squirts after a game last year, and now
so he didn't want that to happen again. So he got a little scared, so he didn't give Tannehill the ability. So then you wonder why Tannehill hasn't really, I guess, opened up, or he's scared himself. He doesn't know he doesn't know what the hell the coach wants.
Exactly. How can you even blame the kid at this
How are you
point?
going to develop somebody that's scared of developing?
And now
that was dumb.
Sperano is now in charge of the Raiders.
Yeah, which he dug a football. You heard about that?
What?
He dug a football into the ground.
He actually got that from Rex Ryan.
Did he?
Yeah. So the Raiders are in for a worse deal.
Right, after 4 games, since they were 0-4, he said, we're new here, it's starting off fresh. He dug a football in, and he said, first 4 games are underground, they're done, they're dead, nothing to us to start all over, let's go.
Rex Ryan did that after the season that Darrelle Revis got injured, and they went 4-12.
Unfortunately, they ran into who's the guy that's buried in Soldier Field or whatever, the Hoffa's casket or whatever.
Doesn't matter who they run into, they're always going to have an issue. That team is not very good.
Girl Scout Troop 6. 305 Network Under the Sun. Just a couple of nuts here in the Magic City. Now we're down to 3. Thanks, Dre Bernie, for coming in. Appreciate it, Dre B. We'll be back right after this.
The next night, the woman goes to the Panda's house and she says, "You owe me money."
Whoa. Hey, guys, what's up? Craig Cook here. I'm host of Metal and Mayhem. We're all here hanging out at Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, digging on some delicious food and tasty adult beverages. I'm here with some of the 305 Nuts, Louis Chacon, and Unpopular Chris. Chris, what do you have over there?
Cutler Bay Sports Bar has hands down the best wings in South Florida. I tried their hot buffalo sauce and it was delicious. I also had the lemon pepper and the Caribbean jerk, but then Hector told me about Hector's sauce. It's the definition of awesome. Matter of fact, Hector's sauce has ruined wings for Craig. You can't even go anywhere else because they don't have Hector's sauce. I order my wings 20 at a time, but here the plates can grow as high as 50 wings. Don't miss out. Try them today. Now leave me alone. You don't interrupt an animal during his meal.
Very true, Chris. Hector's wing sauce is the best. Here's Louis Chacon. Looks like you have a tasty beer there. Tell us about the drinks, LC.
Well, Cutler Bay Sports Bar is my favorite place to go for drinks. They have happy hour from 4 to 8 every Monday through Thursday. Dozens of draft specials, 2-for-1 mixed drinks, and 2-for-1 wines. I get down here as often as I can. My glass is empty. Hey, Hector, pour me another one.
So it's obvious. Cutler Bay Sports Bar. Awesome food, the best wings, the best drink specials all the time. Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, 20305 Old Cutler Road, right here in the heart of Cutler Bay. Tell them Craig sent you.
So the woman looks up panda in the dictionary and it says, "Panda eats bush and leaves."
305 Nuts.
I love scotch. Scotch is got scotch.
2 nuts, bringing you the life in the Magic City.
What's up, guys? It's CeeLo coming at you. Let me tell you about Aroma Espresso Bar, located inside the Dayland Malls with a new dining terrace wing, offering attractive gourmet menus, contemporary decor, and devoted service. There's no way that you can get there and not be served correctly with the right experience. Coffee is a top priority at Aroma, working on a partnership with renowned Balestra family of Naples, Italy. And their delicious California chicken sandwiches, oh my God, they're to die for. Need to go out there and try one. Visit their website at aromaespressobar.com or visit them at the Dayland Malls.
Hey gang, Craig Cook here. I want to tell you about one of my favorite places to eat and hang out. Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, home of the $4.99 workday lunch special. Hector and his crew serve up some of the best wings and burgers to churrasco and mahi specials all week long. But you may want to stay late because Cutler Bay Sports Bar hosts nightly events Tuesday through Saturday, including bingo, trivia, and some of the best live bands and DJs in all of Miami-Dade County. So if you're looking for some great food or maybe a new place to hang out late night, see my friend Hector and his staff at 20305 Old Cutler Road or visit them on Facebook. Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, open late every night. Stop by and say Craig sent you.
Hey guys, let me talk to you about Junior's Burgers, located in Miami Springs, the home of making your burgers sexy. They have all kinds of creative and unique style burgers with your choice of 1/3, half, or 1 pound all beef patties. Great craft beers, wine glasses, fries to your liking, sweet potato, Parmesan and garlic, onion rings. Go visit Junior and Saley at Junior's Burgers in Miami Springs or go to their website, juniorsburgers.com.
Y'all having a good time out there.
24/7 Miami.tv. From glitz and glamour to fashion, function,
and the nuts. 247miami.tv, your host for Network Under the Sun. Just two nuts in the Magic City, bringing you sports, news, local events, Miami meat and potatoes with Pittsburgh salt and pepper. 247miami.tv.
We're allowed to cuss, right?
Always tighten your neck.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
What?
Wait a minute. This isn't my world.
Erroneous! Erroneous! Erroneous on both counts.
Well, that's the Colonel's law.
Breaking the law, 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 breaking the law.
Oh, yeah. Coming back. Colonel's Law on 305 Network Under the Sun. 247miami.tv. All right, we got a couple of laws, quirkiness, and odd little things going on. Okay. You know how it is. We got one from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. You must pay a property tax on your dog or pay a daily fine of $75.
How the hell did that happen? There I am. How the hell did that happen?
It works better that way.
What I don't get is how do they? What is the tax?
What is the property tax on a dog gonna do?
Yeah,
like, and how would you like? Obviously, they have to have some kind of form to collect that if they have a law for it.
Okay, now wait a second. I get the thing about registering your dog to make sure he's healthy, and you get the little tag or whatever.
Right.
But actually,
a property tax.
So like you own
like
your dog, and
like
it's
a house,
like a slave,
I guess,
because it's a living thing.
And
see, I have a partnership with my pet. I mean, granted, I'm a owner, but my dog owns me. You know, like I pander to my pet. You know, I have a nice.
Our dog is like part of the family. Like it's like an addition to the family. Like,
right over there. Did you just headbutt the mic?
No, I had chest bumped it. Like,
wow, cool.
Like the mic just like slam dunked the ball, and I gave him the assist.
Oh, that's awesome, because like the people on YouTube are wondering what the hell you're doing over there, and the people on the radio side probably heard that and was like, "What the hell was that?" But no, that's good.
A sporadic seizure.
It's what I do. Stupid stuff.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So now you pay taxes
on your dog,
on the animal,
right? In Rocky Mount, North Carolina. It just seems weird.
Now, like I get it,
but what is that? But what does that benefit? How does it benefit anyone?
Well, I think maybe part of it would be to dissuade pet ownership.
I guess too many pets.
Maybe they're just like, you know what, we don't want pets in our community, but so if you're gonna have one, you got to pay a tax on it. And the best thing they can think of is a property tax.
Would you pay a property tax on your pet? Like,
I'd rather not have a pet.
You're not used to having pets.
You're right. But if I was to like pick a town and I had a pet and I like was thinking about moving to this place, I'd probably be like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to pay your property tax. I'll find another place to live.
Right.
My thing is this, is that there's, now I'm a big opponent to all the taxes that we have. I mean, we're literally over inundated with taxes. I mean, they threw tea in the harbor for less than this. But you pay tax whenever you acquire the animal and you register it, and during the transaction
when you buy it.
Yeah, I was going to say whenever the transaction happens, and whenever you purchase the pet or you make the donation to the ASPCA or whatever, there's tax already
involved.
Yeah, so you're already paying a tax. So now you're getting taxed again. But this time repeatedly.
For property.
So every year you're paying a tax on the animal.
Yes. On a yearly basis.
I think Chris hit the nail on the head. It might be the unpopular opinion, but I think they wanted to quell animal ownership in the neighborhood and said, you know what, screw it.
Chris with an unpopular comment?
Maybe they're not really known for picking up after their animals there, so there's tons of
feces.
Yeah, crap everywhere. And they're like, you know how we solve this? We tax the pets. We'd like to thank our live studio audience for showing up. We appreciate that. We'd like to thank everybody in attendance for showing up today. Appreciate that greatly.
Keep it down. Keep it down.
Keep it down.
All right.
You give away 30 tickets, and the next thing you know, they're in the studio jumping around.
All right.
She does laugh enough for 30 people.
Quirky law number 2 for Colonel's Law. Out of Augusta, Maine, strolling down the street while playing a violin is illegal. Why would you be strolling down the street with a violin?
I'm going to predict unpopular Chris's opinion. I think this is what this is going to turn into. This is going to turn into, let's pick what unpopular Chris is going to say is the reason for why they made these rules.
And somebody got mad.
No. That is the standard. Somebody got mad at something he had pulled and made it illegal. You know what it was? It was probably like some dude had a neighbor that played a violin, and they got into like a little dispute or whatever, neighborly dispute. And he didn't like the way he was playing it, like at all hours of the night. So he started walking over to the other guy's property in front of it and started playing there. So they're like saying now, okay, new law, you can't play the violin while walking.
You guys have any comments? Feel free to chime in at 305 Nuts. Hashtag 305 Nuts.
If you want to share an unpopular opinion, I'm always willing to listen. At Unpopular Chris.
And at Real Craig Cook, if you just want to tell me your dirty secrets.
Gross.
I don't have any pants.
Shush. What's going on out there?
I don't know. I have
So
no
wait,
idea
what
what's
did you
going
think
on.
I was going to say for the reason for not being able to stroll and play violin?
Okay. I thought maybe you were going to say something to the effect that like maybe he was really bad at playing the violin. So maybe they had like this strolling violinist, right, that would walk around and play music. However, he was terrible. So he was so bad that the neighborhood got together and was like, this guy's really bad, so we'll make him have to play in his house. He's not allowed to walk around and play anymore. So I was thinking maybe
I just thought it was
along
something
those lines,
different.
It was terrible.
One of our audience members is playing the air violin.
Hey,
as long as he's not walking around, he's safe though.
He's not in the street.
Yeah,
he's inside the building.
How
so-
about this? Maybe there was a guy that just played the violin and he was going for a stroll one day and he just took it with him. He was playing while strolling. It's just something that he enjoyed to relax. Wasn't paying attention and fell into like a construction zone and sued the city for it.
That's a stretch. I don't know about suing or anything like that. I don't know.
I think the mayor was.
I think it was just terrible.
I think the mayor was in a bad mood that day. He was strolling by with his violin. And he said no more violins being played.
I think my opinion's a little
Knock
bit more
it
unpopular
off.
than yours. Maybe. Because I think the guy sucked. And that's what happened.
I guess it could have been. Let's go with Colonel's Law number 3. Out of Blythe, California.
Or what did Chris, what's the pronunciation there? Blythe?
I thought it might be Blythe, but I could
Blythe?
be wrong. I don't know. I
Blythe?
could be completely wrong.
Blithy?
It could be.
Blythe? Blythe?
I don't know.
Blythe.
Maybe the B is silent.
How,
so
would,
maybe
you how would you pronounce it, Chris?
maybe it's
I would call it Blythe,
Blythe.
but I could be wrong.
I could be as well.
What if the B,
I know I am.
What if the B is silent?
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
At Lythe, California.
There you go. Silent B.
You are not permitted.
Yes.
Sometimes. You are not permitted to wear cowboy boots without owning at least 2 cows. It could be a fine up to $100.
Now, how do you define cowboy boots?
I would guess
leather
boots, pointy tips.
No
Like, do they have to have
laces.
spurs on them? Like,
No.
Well,
No
those were spurs. Those aren't cowboy boots. Cowboy boots.
what's wrong with you guys?
Sudden seizure. Together, even. I would say that the cowboy boot itself would be the typical cowboy boot. No laces, leather, high, a half calf or whatever, halfway up your calf.
Because I have a pair of
Halfway
boots
up
that
your
are like
what?
that, but I don't consider them cowboy boots.
Why wouldn't you
Do
consider
you
them?
wear them to the Bon Jovi concert?
No.
I was going to say, because then they'd definitely be cowboy boots.
I wear them when I go out drinking, but I don't go to country bars or anything.
Do you drink beer out of your boots?
No.
Then they're definitely not cowboy boots.
Okay, so I could just say, but like that's the whole thing. Like, how do you determine what's a cowboy boot?
Well, I would probably suggest that they have that defined within the language of the law itself. Like this is
Stitching
the paragraph,
outside, leather, stitched.
right? And then see what I'm thinking though is like,
Cowhide.
why would you need? Is it because the cows? Maybe I see. This is where I'm getting confused. Is like why you would only be allowed to wear them if
You're
you
only
had
allowed
cows.
to wear them if you own 2 cows.
So do you think
So
it's like a
what do
health thing?
Cows have to do with wearing boots.
I'm thinking maybe it's like a health thing.
Why would it be a health thing?
I think maybe some tourist just came to town wearing cowboy boots, and the guy's like, "You ain't no cowboy." So we
like
gotta make a law about this.
So like a fight ensued.
In Blythe, California.
Yeah, the B silent.
That's right. In Lythe, California.
Lithy.
Yeah, but we're gonna change it every time.
Oh.
Since we were going to just change it.
Well, what if the C is silent in California?
You call
So
it
it's
Blythe.
California.
I call it Blith.
And
you call it Lithe.
Blythe.
What?
California.
The Blythe?
No, the C is silent.
Oh,
Blythe, California.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Is that like Anaheim, California?
But I think, though, that honestly, there's a health relation there. And I think that it might be a conspiracy. I think.
Why?
All right, I'll tell you a secret. I heard Mayor Quimby spent the street repair fund on a secret swimming pool for himself.
Get out. Who told you that?
There's no emoticon for what I'm feeling.
Spanish and Italian are the same language. Well, that's surprising.
Controlling our minds with flu shots. I knew it.
Still irresponsible to present rumors as facts.
Hey, Mo, can you keep a secret?
No.
Not even a little one?
No.
What if I just whisper it?
No, I tells you. I got a lot of secrets. I prefer to keep clandestine. Terrible, disturbing secrets.
I want answers now, or I want them eventually.
You see, we're the ones loading them with mind-controlling additives.
Of course. It's so simple. Wait, no, it's not. It's needlessly complicated. Attention, some crazy creeps on an island somewhere are secretly running the world. But I don't know anything. At least I don't think I do.
And this thing is on. Welcome to 305 Network Under the Sun Conspiracy segment, where we delve deep into the topics that are conspiratorized. Huh? Is that a word?
¿Cómo fue?
So I think you mean conspired.
¿Qué dijo este tipo?
Conspired.
Conspired.
Me no Nintendo.
Conspiratorized. So we had mentioned during Colonel's Law that we think that there's a health-related issue.
I think one of our audience members is drunk.
Really?
Yeah. He's on this side, though. It's that dang midget again.
The midget's back and he's drunk. Well, it only took half a beer, so thank goodness he left us some.
Odd job.
Who? So, according to, I guess, in the health link here, apparently Obamacare signups are open now for 2015. So if you're without insurance, you have to have insurance. So if you were...
Actually, I went this whole year without insurance. I'm going to pay the fine.
How much was the fine?
I think it was like $70 this year for the first year.
That's it?
And yeah, when I found that out, I was just like, well, that costs us an insurance. I don't want it or need it right now. So yeah, I'm paying the fine.
For $70? That's not bad. Did you need medical assistance at all this year?
I had to go to a dermatologist for a cyst that I had, but I had money in a health savings account. I had like a good $1,500 in there, so I just used that. So I didn't come out of pocket at all for it.
You had a cyst?
Yeah. I had it removed.
Can I ask where?
On my back.
Like, was it one of those ones on YouTube that like the big white things that they take? Oh my God, really?
Yeah, but I don't have any recordings of it taken out. And I just see it afterwards.
You didn't keep it?
No,
they didn't give it to you. Oh man. So getting back to Obamacare, Obamacare now the program is open. You go to the website or whatever that was broken 2 years ago. They have it all fixed, and you sign up.
It only took 2 years, huh?
Right. Shut up out there. They're noisy. You give away 30 tickets to the studio. Next thing you know, hey, LC, how you doing, man? Hi, everybody. So the Obamacare sign-up site is open. However, that being said, the prices are all missing from the menus. So you go down and you can... Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. Thank you, Dave.
That's a conspiracy in its own right there.
So, but get this. They're not displaying the prices.
Why?
Until after the election. I think it's November 15th.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's ridiculous.
Why would they not put the prices up?
Because prices had to have increased, and they don't want it to cost Democratic votes.
Because, well, the whole reason, we're going to nationalize healthcare. It's not going to cost you as much. We're going to run it. It'll save you money in the long run. Corporations now have downsized. Right now, instead of working 40-hour weeks, you have all these companies. Okay, well, we'll make everybody part-time, and they'll work 28, 30 hours, whatever, right?
Right.
Nobody's a full-time employee anymore. So that means that the companies aren't paying in to government tax coffers anymore, right? So what happens? Stick it to the little guy, right? So now he has to pay more.
That never happens.
Right? So there you go. So I think,
Isn't that the same government that has the patent on the Ebola virus?
Yeah, and they're distributing it through the contrails of the planes that have been infected flying
Can
from
I ask
Atlanta.
a question though about nationalizing certain issues? Like, all right, Canada has completely nationalized healthcare.
Mhm.
It hasn't bankrupted them. Their people aren't pissed off and completely revolting. At least one half of them aren't.
Right.
Germany has done that with education.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so hard for us to nationalize these things then?
Because there's still corporate money tied into the system. So for those of you playing the home game 305 Network Under the Sun, we don't necessarily participate in any particular conspiracy or theory. LC is broadcasting the fact that he loves his nuts. Do you love my nuts? You can come in our nuts anytime. So whoa. So the thing is that the corporations are still tied up in the money system that is required to run the healthcare system, and even as far as schools and stuff go, school loans. As a matter of fact, we're in trillions of dollars of school debt.
Yes.
For all the school loans and stuff that are out there right now, trillions of dollars.
Outstanding student loan debt has exceeded outstanding mortgage debt,
which is only because of the financial collapse. People still need an education to work. So I think this all ties together, where you have a company that endorses a candidate. So now these two are linked via the financial chain, right? Okay, so your candidate that this company has endorsed, so let's say Goldman Sachs or whatever. So to be a trader, or to be a whatever you are now required by this company to have a certain degree. And the way that we're going to do it is we're going to tell the politician that a certain degree is required for this job. Otherwise, we're not going to give you money next go around, next vote, next election. We're not going to put money into your campaign coffers if you don't support the fact that the employees that we hire have to have a certain degree. So this keeps the student debt up, right? So they have to work. So in other words,
I miss out on some connection here, because you're saying that
I'm almost done. Wait.
No. Wait. You skipped a step there.
No, I did not.
You said that these people require a degree. They didn't say that somebody had to pay, that the student self had to pay for them.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Whenever you have a worker that's in debt, what kind of worker do you have?
Desperate.
What else? Obedient. Doesn't want to rock the boat. Doesn't want to make waves. Doesn't want to think for himself. Does whatever he's told.
So doesn't want to innovate. Doesn't want to expand. Doesn't want
works
to do
as
more
many
than he
hours as he's asked. Maybe beyond the guidebook. Maybe beyond the limitations that maybe are put in place for his own safety, or the number of hours that he's required to work, and doesn't complain about the overtime, things like that. See what I'm saying? So you have a fleet of workers coming out of school in debt.
That's infuriating to me. Insanely infuriating.
However, that's the system that we have in play.
Nah, you know what? I should have started my new segment this week, because this is something I could go on forever about. Elizabeth Warren from Massachusetts, she says that she has no desire to run for president, but I really, really wish she would, because her number one campaign, her endeavor in politics right now, is to destroy the banking system and to nationalize education and to completely get rid of student loan debt, or at least get that refinancing to as low as mortgage rates.
Well, we definitely need a Fight Club type scenario to erase education. There should be no reason why
you have to take out a mortgage to get educated.
Well,
especially when you could go to Germany, who will offer their educational services to foreigners too, and get a free education.
Yeah, for free. But my thing,
my kids are learning German from the get-go.
Well, here's my point of view on all this, is that in this day and age of the internet, freedom of information, everything, how quickly information is available, I cannot believe that it's so expensive to learn, especially to a fleet of people that want to learn. I don't get it.
I honestly think I could learn as much from Google as I did from all my years of college.
I didn't learn crap at college. As a matter of fact, I learned probably crap at high school too. The education system is broken.
In high school, I learned a lot because there wasn't many other sources. I wasn't going to the library and hitting up the Dewey Decimal System. I was learning from my teachers. But
you went to school during the internet. I was graduating just as the internet was starting to come about.
Yeah, but my senior year was when I first got AOL dial-up. So it's not exactly like I had the internet my entire career. And I was using it to chat with my friends and play Dungeons and Dragons online.
Right. And it wasn't like the big vast library that it is.
There
now.
weren't like crazy search engines. AOL had a search bar, but it wasn't as big and expensive.
There was no Wikipedia.
No,
yet.
There was no Google either.
No, well, Google was one of the first actually websites to come around. But yeah.
Okay. Nobody knew that because everything signed on through America Online and went to.
Yeah. How many CDs do you still have laying around with America Online on it? Right.
Yeah.
It shipped them to your house for free.
But honestly, you know what? Like, this is where people have to start getting involved and taking care of stuff. And we're really far up against the break right now. And I'm sorry to keep on talking, but line, I can't remember who wrote it, but they repeated it one time on the West Wing. And it says that decisions are made by those who show up. It's time that everybody just started to show up and take back the banks, take back the money. It's insane that we have to be this crippled
financially. How about the education? How about they want to and I even say this, the government wants to cripple our information system even further by limiting what websites we can view and how we view them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What was that whole
the Tor website browser, Comcast, which is huge. It's a huge internet service provider in bed with the government, wants to limit what web browsers you're allowed to use, especially those that anonymize your IP. So where are you at, really? Conspiracies discussed here. 305 Network Under the Sun, just a couple of nuts. We're up against the hard break, but we'll be back after this. We got power rankings coming up. We got more movies, and we're going to talk smack on the 24/7 Fantasy Football League. We'll be back after this.
The next night, the woman goes to the Panda's house and she says, "You owe me money."
Whoa. Hey, guys, what's up? Craig Cook here. I'm host of Metal and Mayhem. We're all here hanging out at Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, digging on some delicious food and tasty adult beverages. I'm here with some of the 305 Nuts, Louis Chacon, and Unpopular Chris. Chris, what do you have over there?
Cutler Bay Sports Bar has hands down the best wings in South Florida. I tried their hot buffalo sauce and it was delicious. I also had the lemon pepper and the Caribbean jerk, but then Hector told me about Hector's sauce. It's the definition of awesome. Matter of fact, Hector's sauce has ruined wings for Craig. You can't even go anywhere else because they don't have Hector sauce. I order my wings 20 at a time, but here the place can grow as high as 50 wings. Don't miss out. Try them today. Now leave me alone. You don't interrupt an animal during his meal.
Very true, Chris. Hector's wing sauce is the best. Here's Louis Chacon. Looks like you have a tasty beer there. Tell us about the drinks, LC.
Well, Cutler Bay Sports Bar is my favorite place to go for drinks. They have happy hour from 4 to 8 every Monday through Thursday. Dozens of draft specials, 2-for-1 mixed drinks, and 2-for-1 wines. I get down here as often as I can. My glass is empty. Hey, Hector, pour me another one.
So it's obvious. Cutler Bay Sports Bar. Awesome food, the best wings, the best drink specials all the time. Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, 20305 Old Cutler Road, right here in the heart of Cutler Bay. Tell them Craig sent you.
So the woman looks up panda in the dictionary and it says, "Panda eats bush and leaves."
The hairs on the back of his neck have never stood up. He once converted a vampire into a vegetarian. Were he to shout at the screen during a horror film, she would never open that door. When the owl asks who, the answer is always him. Ghosts lift their chains off the floor when he's sleeping. It's been said he can't visit cemeteries because of that one time he brought somebody back from the dead. His seances are the talk of the afterlife. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Having a good time out there.
24/7 Miami.tv. From glitz and glamour to fashion, function, and the nuts. 24/7 Miami.tv, your host for Network Under the Sun. Just two nuts in the Magic City, bringing you sports, news, local events, Miami meat and potatoes with Pittsburgh salt and pepper. 24/7 Miami.tv.
We're allowed to cuss, right?
Always tighten your neck.
No, Craig.
305 Network Under the Sun. Just a couple of nuts here in the Magic City. We are being broadcast live on YouTube. Live on the radio at www.247miami.tv.
Do we know the video link that we could just tell them that?
I think we tweeted it, but if you go to the 247 Miami channel on YouTube, it's going to be the first link, right on the deal there. Yeah. What? Do we not know how to press the button? Press the button. There you go.
I don't know my levels there, but anyway,
you're
it's
fine.
on Facebook. It's on the 305 Network Under the Sun Facebook page. They can watch it there now live.
Okay.
And even afterwards, they can watch it and think it's live.
Awesome. So one of the things that we're doing here right now is we're going to power rank some. We power rank various topics week to week. One of the things that we're power ranking right now, you can tweet us with your thoughts. We're going to give a topic here. So we're going to give you the Twitter first at 247 Miami, at 305 Nuts, at Unpopular Chris, at Los
305 Nuts.
And at Real Craig Cook.
Yeah, if you tweet any of us, we have the tweet tag open. We'll find it. We'll see it somewhere. So give us your ideas.
So one of the things that we're discussing here today.
Hashtag power rankings.
Yeah, there you go. We can add, hashtag power rankings. We'll add that to the list.
Get it trending.
Trend that. Hashtag it. Power rankings.
Shelly, don't start.
Okay, starting.
Seriously, you got to make it stop sounding so much like Professor Frank when you do that.
We're going to have a little trouble here with the.
And he continues to do it anyway.
That's sir. So the 305 Network Under the Sun has chosen to discuss our ways that we feel, and possibly you feel, about how we can stop, eradicate, prevent Ebola from spreading. So I'm going to start. I have a couple ideas. We're monitoring the tweet deck. So hashtag power rankings. Can anybody see that? I don't think a resolution's good enough, LC. We have a security camera in here now.
Power rankings.
Yeah, there it is.
Why are you right on time? Right on time.
Why are you trying to throw that thing into the floor?
What is that?
I'm on a 10-second delay. I'm in the room. I don't know how that's possible, but somehow I am.
That's
a natural. Yeah, it's a natural delay.
I don't understand.
It only gets compounded whenever he's outside the room. So it's like on a 30-second delay.
Doubles up.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you an idiot?
As a matter of fact, I am. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is I'm thinking methodically. Like, how do we really want to treat Ebola, the victims? How do we want to really handle this? I thought one of the first things that we should do is build tents and put the Ebola people in tents rather than putting them in the hospital with everybody else. Put them in a tent.
How about in a bunker?
Underground? You mean like an underground bunker? Like I'm thinking
we
more like
have
those
spare bunkers.
Yeah, like does every place like in Florida?
Are we just gonna like shove them into NORAD or something? Like,
well, I thought like 4 or 5 feet down though. Then you got down the jet plane problem because now you're horsing them around all over the place. What I'm thinking about though is like here in Florida, you'd have to build a bunker, but 4 feet down you get water.
No, 4 feet.
Well, maybe 2, but I would think just build a tent. So like it's sort of like a bunker, except above ground.
Okay.
You mean
made of plastic?
Wait a minute. You mean a bunker like a grave?
Right. Now you got it.
LC sharp on the segment.
He's on 10-second delay.
10-second delay. Still coming with it. That's awesome. Like a bunker. Like
I got an idea for how to eradicate Ebola.
Okay, go ahead.
Put it in the NFL and then have the NFL deny it or suspend it for the whole season.
Fine it $30,000.
That's a really good one, though. That was a good one. I like that one. LC's sharp.
Sharp as a sack of wet mice.
Yes.
Los, what do you got?
I already told you. I would put it in a bunker that's about 6 feet, 7 feet under, give or take. Nice open space for all the victims. And
a platoon
when things get really crazy and you start already like basically already bleeding out like the virus does, then you just set the bunker on fire. That's it. Done.
I know what we can name the bunker. Auschwitz. Was it too soon?
Ouch. Ouch.
That's pretty bad. These people are sick and they need killed.
Exactly.
Treatment? What treatment?
No, there's no treatment. Just burn them.
Make them build a pyramid.
Yes.
We have actually our studio audience is submitting suggestions here. One suggestion was by flamethrower. That way, nobody
Eradicated by flamethrower.
Yeah, like kill the victim via flamethrower. That way, nobody has to be near the victim at all. So no caretaker goes near the victim.
So no shot at redemption. You contracted, you're dead.
Flamethrower.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty severe. I get it, but I don't know.
How about this? I have an idea.
Okay, all right.
What if we were to round up the people contracted, keep them in a little colony together, and then just before they die, we fly them over ISIS camps and just drop the bodies?
That's a very, very good idea.
I don't know about that.
Why?
Because you're still spreading the disease that could probably kill mankind as we know it.
Or your relatives.
Yeah, but you're starting with ISIS, which is okay with me.
Oh, okay. But as a matter of fact, we just had a tweet come in. It said, put them in, build a town for them like the Bud Light commercials. So build a town for them, elect a mayor, have them party, and
Like just party till they pass.
So why don't we just evacuate Texas and give that to them, and then anybody who contracts it just goes to Texas.
There's a lot of people in Texas. Why don't we do it with like Iowa or something, or Wisconsin?
Because Iowa hasn't contracted it yet.
Why don't we do it to like
Oklahoma? That's just north of Texas.
No.
How about Hawaii? We'll evacuate Hawaii. Send them all to Hawaii
or Puerto Rico.
Well, doesn't that already happen?
Yeah,
Puerto Rico. You go to Puerto Rico, you get those diseases.
Wouldn't we want to contaminate a place that we don't like though? Like, why would we do that to Hawaii?
Here, I have one.
Puerto Rico.
We have a holdover from the
Who likes
conspiracy
Puerto Rico?
segment.
Nobody likes Puerto Rico.
There's
There's a bunch of islands down there that all look the same in the Caribbean.
This is for you. This is a holdover from the conspiracy segment. We have the Lysol, put Lysol in the contrails from the jets as they fly over. So as jets fly over, as opposed to the chemicals they're putting in the contrails, put Lysol in the jets so that whenever they fly over, they're Lysoling everything.
How about create a bucket challenge?
Of Ebola jizz?
Like, I don't get.
Are we allowed to say that on the air?
You said Ebola and jizz, didn't you?
No, like
together, like Ebola jizz.
Like throw yourself like some Lysol or something. I don't have Ebola.
But
like a bucket over your head.
Bucket challenge
That's just,
style.
yeah, I don't honestly. Sorry, Lou. I love you, but nah.
Okay.
Oh, how about NFL? Put it. I already said that.
I sort of like build the town, or ship everybody to Hawaii,
or put everybody in Hialeah, and then all the old Cubans will have some kind of old Cuban remedy that will take it away with herbs and spices and
shove a nail under your fingernail
black
or
magic
something like
and
that.
Yeah.
Kill a
That usually
chicken and
works.
pull off its legs and shake them.
When I feel bad, I usually go to my grandma's house and that's it. So
and things happen.
Everything just happens. I just start feeling better on the drive over there.
She throws like a handful of dominoes at you
And a chancleta. That's just to make sure that I'm good.
Go to sleep, damn it.
Pretty much.
I feel
It usually
better.
works.
That noise just popped my ears. Please don't do that anymore.
That one?
Yeah, stop
but
it.
that was Los the first time. That was me.
Then knock it off, Los.
How about
Why you
give it
blaming me?
How about give it a late night talk show
Ooh. Then what?
and inform the people of what it is, of what they can have?
See, I'm a gringo. I don't know what a chancleta is.
What do you mean? You were just emulating a chancleta.
Based on your description, however, like I don't understand what you're talking about there.
Oh no, I'm just trying to figure out ways to how to
eradicate
Ebola by informing the public to not how to avoid it.
Hashtag zombies don't sleep. So if you become an Ebola zombie,
Wait a minute. On the Roy O show, which I was part of last week.
Sorry to hear that.
We associated Ebola with the zombie apocalypse. Are we there yet?
Again, sorry to hear
Too
that.
far? Too far?
Or you could have all the victims listening to Metal and Mayhem.
Metal Mayhem cures Ebola?
Definitely.
I thought they already
I
had
like
it. I thought they already had it when they were listening to it.
Yeah.
To calm down the fever and everything.
Right, and then all of a sudden you just snap out of it.
There you go.
Depending on the cover artist.
Or have them play the fantasy frauds, and the winner.
No, they automatically win. They automatically win.
No, loser.
Yeah. As soon as they play the fantasy frauds,
Exactly.
they're done. That's it.
Wins.
That's it. Once they look at the schedule, they go, "What do I got next week?" And they go, "Oh, we're gonna go watch the fantasy. Oh, that's it.
You're
done. Cured. The minute fantasy comes out of their mouth,
have them play fantasy frauds or
Done.
George Lopez, the other guy.
Have them play fantasy Ebola and it'll just disappear.
Done.
Have them play like fantasy Parcheesi, maybe? Can you play like a board game and get rid of it? Or no, Ouija board.
A Ouija board?
Ouija board. Ouija.
Ouija?
Well, it's
who?
It's yes
Okay.
in French and German. Ouija.
Si.
So not everybody says Ouija, but
Okay.
it's Ouija, right?
No.
I just got a sign from our producer. I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that
I think
means.
that's a ZZ Top
I think
thing,
he
right?
meant like, okay, we're cool.
Power rankings. I guess that means we're done.
Time for the
discussing
top
it.
five.
Oh, okay.
I think I got it down pat right now. We're definitely going to go. Number 5 is have them listen to the metal music will just rock the cure out of it. It'll just rock the disease away. So that was
number 5. Metal Mayhem. Here on Metal and Mayhem. Number 4.
And this is probably the most practical one. Lysol in the chemtrails of the airplanes. I actually do think that's a good idea, or some kind of like aerosol cure where you just crop dust over everything.
That came straight from the tweet deck, man. So thank the listeners.
All right.
Thank you, listeners.
One that I saw on the tweet deck that nobody else read just yet, but
number 3.
We make a new Nathan's Challenge and let Joey Chestnut and Kobayashi eat every strain in 90 seconds.
I think that's a pretty good one.
Number 2.
Put it in the NFL. Let the NFL deny it exists.
Man, I thought that was going to be number 1.
Number 1.
Derek Jeter. He's got this.
Yeah, that's it. let DJ take care of it.
Oh, man.
And if you want to talk about Ebola playing against the fantasy frauds, then that's just
worst of the worst.
And there you have it. That was
Power Rankings.
If Ebola plays a fantasy fraud, they're winning every time.
They're cured.
All day.
We talk so much trash for these guys. They're never going to come on our show.
They're never going to win.
That's okay, because we're going to do their show.
Yeah. Watch out for December. December is going to be Chameleon Month, where we take on all of the shows here on the 24/7 Miami Network. 305 Network Under the Sun. I guess that music blaring in my ears.
I think they're kicking you out.
Yeah, I definitely had that a little too high when it came in hot. I'm sorry about that.
I'm bleeding from orify.
That could be Ebola.
which is plural for orifice. Or
305.
Yeah, orifices.
Is that what it is?
Is that like if you have to pee orifices? Is that what that means?
That reminds me.
No idea. 305 Network Under the Sun, just a few nuts here in the Magic City, trying to help you get through your Ebola infection. So make sure you listen right here, because we'll have more coming up. Later on in this show, we're going to the movies. Is that correct?
Yeah, man. Buy a ticket. Let's go.
All right. And then we eat crap with some fantasy football. Also, stay tuned. You owe me money. Whoa. Hey, guys, what's up? Craig Cook here. I'm host of Metal and Mayhem. We're all here hanging out at Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, digging on some delicious food and tasty adult beverages. I'm here with some of the 305 Nuts, Louis Chacon, and Unpopular Chris. Chris, what do you have over there?
Cutler Bay Sports Bar has hands down the best wings in South Florida. I tried their hot buffalo sauce and it was delicious. I also had the lemon pepper and the Caribbean jerk. But then Hector told me about Hector's sauce. It's the definition of awesome. Matter of fact, Hector's sauce has ruined wings for Craig. You can't even go anywhere else because they don't have Hector's sauce. I order my wings 20 at a time, but here the place can grow as high as 50 wings. Don't miss out. Try them today. Now leave me alone. You don't interrupt an animal during his meal.
Very true, Chris. Hector's wing sauce is the best. Here's Louis Chacon. Looks like you have a tasty beer there. Tell us about the drinks, LC.
Well, Cutler Bay Sports Bar is my favorite place to go for drinks. They have happy hour from 4 to 8 every Monday through Thursday. Dozens of draft specials, 2-for-1 mixed drinks, and 2-for-1 wines. I get down here as often as I can. My glass is empty. Hey, Hector, pour me another one.
So it's obvious. Cutler Bay Sports Bar. Awesome food, the best wings, the best drink specials all the time.
Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, 20305 Old Cutler Road, right here in the heart of Cutler Bay. Tell them Craig sent you.
So the woman looks up panda in the dictionary and it says, panda eats bush and leaves.
It's been said that he buried a time capsule full of things that haven't happened yet. If he needs a quick escape, he just walks out the front door. His bear hugs are actually hugs he gives to bears. He's been pronounced dead 7 times. Make that 8. He can't be bought, but his beard clippings occasionally come up at auction. He's never lost a sock. If he disagrees with you, it's because you are wrong. He has never saved anything for a rainy day. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
It's not about anything else.
Go to your room and lock the door, cause when you try it once, you wanna try it some more. Size doesn't matter and that's a fact. It might be small, but it's a big impact. Bust a nut, bust a nut. Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as well. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell. Everybody does it, they like it a lot. You can do it at school, just don't get caught. It takes a few minutes if you don't delay. Take your time, make it last all day. Bust a nut, bust a nut. Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as well. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell.
Corn nuts, an intensely crunchy corn snack, comes in 7 nut-busting flavors. Bust a nut at a convenience store near you.
I love you.
I love you too.
You're so big and strong and hard and sturdy.
When I wake in the morning, I ache to be inside you. You fit me like a glove. You're so soft and luxurious, and you respond so quickly and easily to my every want.
Oh, sometimes the ride is slow and easy, and sometimes the ride is rough, but I know the wild beast beneath me will hold me steady and secure no matter how bad the bumps and grinds may get.
Sometimes I gaze at you from afar. I so admire your sleek and body. Oh, your smooth, round curves. Baby, you take me places I've never been.
Oh, I look forward to the incredible adventures we'll share together. Be it the wild frontier or the slick city streets, I know you can take me there.
And I know you'll be great with the kids.
Where have you been all our lives?
Ford Explorer, we love you.
Oh, look, how cute he's horny.
The new 1995 Ford Explorer 4x4, the leading sports utility vehicle in America.
It'll drive you wild.
Let's go to the movies.
I can't believe this. I mean, this is worse than the first one.
Just can't walk out of a drive-in. People pay good money to see this movie. When they go out to a theater, they want cold sodas, hot popcorn, and no monsters in the projection booth.
We just show these movies, madam. We don't make them.
Welcome to the movies. Welcome to the stars.
Oh, yeah, 305 Network Under the Sun. Just a couple of nuts here in the Magic City. Going to the movies every week. Los is white. I don't care. I don't care what. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Say it into the microphone, dude.
Easy. What are you going to do?
Was your pants undone just now?
Why are you undoing your pants?
Because we got a guest in.
That's awkward and weird.
Why? Because we have a guest?
Yeah.
It's not awkward. I mean, we usually don't have a guest, but yeah, I guess it's awkward to have a guest.
I think it's awkward that you take your pants off for a guest.
For those of you who are playing the home game on YouTube or whatever, here we are, 305 Network Under the Sun. We're at the movies. Beautiful and talented Elena T. here with us for the movie segment.
Everybody.
Here for the there you are, right on TV. There you go. So the ever lovely and talented. It's so usually right around this time we talk about what movies we're going to go see. It worked really well during the summer. It worked really well during the summer whenever all the really good movies are coming out.
Yeah, but
and now we have to wait for Christmas before a good movie.
Well, I gotta tell you, I actually was in the theaters this week. I saw Gone Girl. That was dope, really awesome. Except the ending, I kind of didn't love, but
really,
it was a bit of not a hanger. Like you're not like sitting there like wondering what happened, but you're like, really, that's it. That's where we stop the movie. Like there's like you want more of it. You want like more of a resolution. But from what I am told, my girlfriend says that there's a second book that this was based off of, and it may be a continuing story.
So like Back to the Future 2. Kind of
No,
thing.
it wasn't. It wasn't like it to be continued though. Like it's definitively ended. It's just a little unsatisfying.
So it left room or space to continue, maybe.
Yes. Now, if they never make a continuation to this, you'll probably be like, what the hell?
So you mean it was like Chinese buffet? So like whenever you're done, like 20 minutes later, you're still hungry? That kind of thing?
I guess so. It was kind of like the last episode of The Sopranos, where you just
Did you ever go to a Chinese buffet?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you know what I mean? Like whenever you get hungry, like 20 minutes after you're done eating, right?
How much did you eat? So if you eat, if you ate a lot and you're never satisfied with anything,
So it's like that? Is that what you're talking about, Chris? Like that kind of feeling, that like emptiness inside after like the Chinese buffet. You're full in the moment. You pay the check, you walk outside, you have your cookie, and then that's it?
Yeah, it's like having sex without an orgasm. You know, like you want an ending.
You went there.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about movies.
We are.
So what was second?
those are movies.
Number 2 this week was Dracula Untold.
Those are movies. They're filmed.
Well, for somebody, maybe it is, yeah. Definitely.
They're actors.
For somebody, reality. For somebody, just movies.
There's celebrities that get paid more than I do, so I will give them that. Yes.
We made a left turn somewhere along the lines here.
This is not the theater that we usually go to.
I feel dirty. There's
Right one.
like tissues next to my seat. I feel disgusting all of a sudden.
What is this? The Wild Stallion?
Isn't that the band from Bill and Ted?
Is it? I've never seen a Bill and Ted movie in my life.
Wow.
I feel like this is the sex shop off the interstate exit, like way out of town, like off.
The Pleasure Emporium.
Yeah, or one of those places. Yeah, you've never been there, right?
Haven't been there since college. But
do they still give nickels in the change machine?
And then I have no idea.
That's only in Caliente in Hialeah. There's a sex store that like quarters.
All right. So
back on topic, is that what you're trying to say?
Rounding off the top 3 is
Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. That was number 3 at 18.4 million, and Dracula Untold was number 2 at 23.5, and of course, Gone Girl 26.4 is number 1.
Now,
that's not bad.
Alexander and the really long movie title.
Yeah.
Okay, so like that is
Steve Carell, Jennifer Garner in a Disney movie, and it's geared towards kids. Like Steve Carell gets dropkicked by a kangaroo during the trailer, so anybody who has kids probably wants to see it. I'm sure Carlos probably saw it with his kids.
I haven't, but I'm sure I'm about to
lie to the crowd.
Give me. Where's our studio audience? Shouldn't they be booing now? Shouldn't they be booing?
I think the box that tells them what to do is broken. There.
Yeah. Boo. That was bad. So
I'm sorry.
So Steve Carell in the really long movie title did all right. I think. Now get this:
18 million is not bad.
I have a 2-year-old at home, right?
Opening weekend, that's pretty bad though.
But I mean, comparatively speaking, Gone Girl only made 26 then, right?
I was expecting like maybe 10, 12.
But here's my thing. My 2-year-old now, we sat him down and we had movie night the other night, and we watched Transformers with Marky Mark from the Funky Bunch. Right?
It's such a
Mark Wahlberg,
good
yes.
vibration.
Yeah, so at any rate, we watched Transformers. He sat through the entire thing. And then at the end of the movie, he's acting out the Dinobots. Dinobots, boom! Dinobots, boom! Dinobots, boom! So
That's the best.
we were thinking about taking him to go see a movie. Now, I wasn't sure if I wanted to take him to see Steve Carell in the really long movie title. I'm thinking like maybe there's something else that's going to come out. I don't know. So what?
Why don't you take him to go see the Turtles?
Because it's live action. I don't know how he'd deal with that, because the robots are obviously fake.
Right.
I mean, that's like cartoonish, how the robots were. But what's coming out now, Chris? That is there anything coming out that maybe I'll be able to take him?
Well, I don't know if you'll be able to take him. Big opening this week is the new Brad Pitt movie Fury, which is I think it's World War II base. In April of 1945, as the
Yeah, it's World
Allies
War
make their final push to the European theater, the battle-hardened Army sergeant named War Daddy commands a Sherman tank and a 5-man crew in a deadly mission. So basically, it's just them inside of a tank the entire time.
So there's like a camera, reality TV style, dropped into a tank in 1945.
That's got to be exciting.
So okay, let's get a female's opinion, Alina. Brad Pitt these days, is he the same, or does he carry the
I
same?
don't have idea. Never loved Brad Pitt. Not my style. If you ask
Seriously,
me which movie he was, I never named.
You
no
don't
one.
like Brad Pitt?
No, I don't.
He's such a good actor.
So what is your style?
If I watch
Maybe actor. I don't know. Yeah, probably.
if I watch like a Brad Pitt movie before to bed, like I wake up moist. Like he's that good.
I think it's just old. Everybody will just
I'm
care
gonna
what
stay
about
quiet.
it.
What's that scene in Fight Club? All like chiseled cut and like.
Oh yeah, I know that scene. It's called The Movie. He's like that the entire time.
Yeah, but the one scene where he's like actually fighting and he takes off.
I'm gonna
his
bow
shirt.
out of this conversation.
You mean you're not in touch with your sexuality to be able to admit
No, I
that
am.
Brad Pitt
Touching
was,
myself
like,
right now, but-
freaking chiseled in Fight Club?
I'm so
I'm
happy I
touching
wore
myself right now, but
sweatpants
just know
today.
that.
Like this is perfect.
So you have room to move. In other words.
Absolutely.
Moving right along.
Also opening this week is Best of Me, which it's a book my girlfriend's actually reading right now. It's one of those Nicholas Sparks, I believe.
What?
Nicholas Sparks, he's the guy that wrote The Notebook.
No, his
and
name
The
was
Lucky
Nikola
One.
Tesla.
No.
The guy with the electricity?
No, not even close, dude. So yeah, a pair of former high school sweethearts reunite after many years when they return to visit their small hometown.
Hated it.
It doesn't. It's gonna do well because just like Maze Runner, it has that built-in audience of like teenage girls that want to go see this garbage. But if it's anything like The Notebook, I'm not gonna be able to stay awake past 45 minutes.
Now let me ask you something. Los!
That's
so
gross.
Sorry. Let me ask you something. Is this sort of like the Twilight series where you have the teenage heartthrob kind of crowd, or
it's like it's romance novels
not
for
Ryan
young
Gosling.
girls, basically. Like it's movies that end up starring people like Ryan Gosling.
Wait, we have
like,
breaking news.
Zac
We have breaking
Efron.
news. We have breaking news. Maybe we don't have breaking news. Breaking news: David Ayer of Fury expected to direct Suicide Squad of DC Comics.
I have no idea what that means, but
And who's this?
yeah, I don't know either of those names or references. I'm not that huge in
To
DC.
keep the discussion relevant, so Ed, speaking in Twilight, what's his name? Ed Pattison? Is that his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. Yay or nay? Twilight. Main vampire dude went out with the girl with no face. Stoic
No
girl.
idea. No idea what you're talking about.
Don't like the vampire movies. Not a big fan.
Those
No,
movies
I
are
like
terrible.
realistic movies. Something that inspired you to do something and like change your life. I don't know.
Inspirational movies.
Yeah.
So like Coach Carter,
Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
All-female crew.
Go out and save New York from these damn poltergeists. That's This just in. We have breaking news.
This takes so long to get up.
You were the one that was extolling the virtues of sweatpants a moment ago. This just in. See where I went there. It takes too long to get up. Suicide Squad is expected to be part of the Justice League soon. So that's just in. Is that part of the Fury thing that we were talking about? I guess so.
Related to
So that was breaking news. Thank you. What else is coming up? Thanks.
Lastly,
The Sounder Bed.
The Book
Give her
of
to that.
Life.
Thank you.
It's one of those animated movies. Another kids thing. It's gonna be a pretty dull week. I think that.
So wait. The Book of Life is
a young man is
animated.
torn between fulfilling his expectation of his family and following his heart, embarks on an adventure that spans 3 fantastic worlds where he must face his greatest fears.
So wait a second. This is animated. Animated
Yes.
by who? Is it like Pixar or what?
Doesn't look like it's Pixar.
So it's like cartoon animated or
No,
hand
it is.
drawn or what?
It's definitely computer animated. I'm just trying to find out who the studio that makes it is. Give me a second to look up.
Animation details. Its company credits is Real Effects Creative Studios. Is that it? 20th Century Fox Animation. Who what else
Fox
did they
Animation. All right, there you go. Yeah, the Fox Animation.
I don't know if I'm gonna.
I mean, Fox did like Anastasia back in the day, which is a decent movie. As far that was like a non-Disney animated film, so they can do all right. But I'm not interested. It's gonna be a dull week at the movies.
Yeah, right. Do we have anything
some
else?
things? Yeah, some news actually. As you guys know, the Flash has been added to the WB's lineup next to Arrow.
Right.
They're actually planning to add Wonder Woman and Green Lantern as well.
Really?
Yeah. So they're gonna have a whole DC slate of live action films on the CW.
On the TV?
Yeah,
Or-
small screen.
Okay, so small screen movies.
Not movies, but like series. Like
Okay,
the
all right,
way
well,
Arrow has been like a series for.
Well, I knew Flash was a series. I didn't know if they were coming out with movies. Like, do you have a
Flash is a series. Wonder Woman is going to be another one, and so is Green Lantern.
So, Alina, do you have a particular comic book or anything that you fancy? Did you ever watch the Superman series or anything like that?
No, not familiar with that.
We would really like to thank you for coming on the segment. We appreciate all your input.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. I'm really interested.
We have about a minute left in the segment. What are you up to these days?
Well, actually, if we were talking about movies, I just saw the one movie which I think is great and I like it. It was 100 Foot Journey. It's about it's kind of related to
I heard about that.
It's about immigrating. A lot of people immigrate from other countries, and somebody have something here and they can reach something, and somebody just break themselves and go back to from the countries where they came from. So this is all about that, and it's all about it's depend on the person how you take all that, how you take things around yourself, and can you go out from the situation which is you in, or you cannot.
So you learned specifically from the movie. You took away a lot.
I like this type of movies which you can
They make
learn
you think.
something from that. Yeah,
They make you think.
So yeah,
More like
it makes you
documentaries.
think and-
If you guys want the basic plot of it right now, it says the Cadam family leaves India for France, where they open a restaurant directly across the road from Madame Malroy Michelin-starred eatery.
Right, it's
Michelin
about,
star, a Michelin star.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, a Michelin star.
I thought it might be Michelin, but for some reason I was like, that has to do with tires, doesn't it?
No, that's actually a very prestigious award. So, Alina, what are you doing these days? Like, I know that you're still working in the studio. You're doing some audio stuff. I think you were doing some video stuff earlier. Is there anything you're doing in particular? Or you got something in the works coming up? What do you got?
Yeah, we're doing a PSA commercial actually right now. Something really touchable.
Touchable?
Yeah.
Hello, sort of like a Walmart doll.
No.
I love those.
Something about call your mom before it's too late.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. Well, that's something that I did recently. So there you go.
That is something that we did right here on the show, right?
Yeah, right here on the
that
show.
was a
It was
good
right
time.
before Mother's Day. So
We'll
there you
put
go.
that on the greatest hits when we're all away for the holidays, and we just run a
we'll run the
basic
gag
show.
reel. I want to do a show completely backwards. Let's just record the show. We'll put it in the can, and then we'll run it backwards.
You won't.
Why not?
Why not?
That sounds weird.
More Dead Singers, 305 Network Under the Sun. Thanks for coming to the movies with us. Live here in the studio at the 247 Miami.tv studio. We're here in the house on YouTube. I'd like to thank our studio audience for coming up. Thank you, Alina, for joining us for the movie segment. Appreciate your input, and we look forward to our PSAs. We'll be right back after this. We got some fantasy crap to talk, so we'll be right back.
The next night, the woman goes to the panda's house and she says, "You owe me money."
Whoa. Hey, guys, what's up? Greg Cook here. I'm host of Metal and Mayhem. We're all here hanging out at Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, digging on some delicious food and tasty adult beverages. I'm here with some of the 305 Nuts, Louis Chacon, and Unpopular Chris. Chris, what do you have over there?
Cutler Bay Sports Bar has hands down the best wings in South Florida. I tried their hot buffalo sauce and it was delicious. I also had the lemon pepper and the Caribbean jerk, but then Hector told me about Hector's sauce. It's the definition of awesome. Matter of fact, Hector's sauce has ruined wings for Craig. You can't even go anywhere else because they don't have Hector sauce. I order my wings 20 at a time, but here the plates can grow as high as 50 wings. Don't miss out. Try them today. Now leave me alone. You don't interrupt an animal during his meal.
Very true, Chris. Hector's wing sauce is the best. Here's Louis Chacon. Looks like you have a tasty beer there. Tell us about the drinks, LC.
Well, Cutler Bay Sports Bar is my favorite place to go for drinks. They have happy hour from 4 to 8 every Monday through Thursday. Dozens of draft specials, 2-for-1 mixed drinks, and 2-for-1 wines. I get down here as often as I can. My glass is empty. Hey, Hector, pour me another one.
So it's obvious. Cutler Bay Sports Bar. Awesome food, the best wings, the best drink specials all the time. Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, 20305 Old Cutler Road, right here in the heart of Cutler Bay. Tell them Craig sent you.
So the woman looks up panda in the dictionary and it says, panda eats bush and leaves.
The hairs on the back of his neck have never stood up. He once converted a vampire into a vegetarian. Were he to shout at the screen during a horror film, she would never open that door. When the owl asks who, the answer is always him. Ghosts lift their chains off the floor when he's sleeping. It's been said he can't visit cemeteries because of that one time he brought somebody back from the dead. His seances are the talk of the afterlife. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Floyd brought us pigs that fly, planes that crash, and walls that come tumbling down. Now, the time has come to go a step further. The concert that will redefine the Stadium Spectacular. Pink Floyd live. Is on its way. Tongue-tied and twisted, just an earthbound. A step into the future. Pink Floyd live, June 10th at Yankee Stadium. Reserve seat tickets available now at all Ticketmaster outlets or call 212-307-7171 to charge. Pink Floyd live, a James L. Niederlander CPI USA production.
24/7 Miami.
Oh, yeah. 305 Network Under the Sun. Last segment. And we are going to talk some serious smack right now. Oh, yeah. 305 nuts. Network Under the Sun. For those of you playing the home game, you're aware. For those of you just joining us, or maybe you're not aware of the situation, here's what's going on. 24/7 Miami is, I guess, has a league of fantasy football teams comprised of those of us who are on or have our shows here. So 305 Network Under the Sun has all of our teams here. So Carlos runs Michael Sam Loves the Sack. I run the Green Tree Gringos. Unpopular Chris is running the New York Nut Carts. Louis Chacon himself is running he's changed the name of his team to the Bye Week.
So it's a week off for anybody who plays against him.
For those of you who listen to the Roy O Show, he's in charge of the Hialeah Home Wreckers. The Fantasy Frauds have a couple teams themselves, and of course, It's Dirty Laundry is not running their Dirty Laundry team. So, Dre Burney. I'm sorry, Dre Burney has what's the team? A Burn Ward, with the play on the spelling of burn, B-E-R-N. For those of you following the Twitters and stuff. So, here's how it basically is. We're broken up into two divisions, and this was actually Chris that came up with this. Oh, here's Lewis. Shh.
I won.
Yahtzee! Look, a giraffe! So we'd like to, LC, welcome aboard, sir. How are you? Thank you. You're an awesome radio.
The security camera's working fine.
I see the security guards have put cameras in because of the debauchery that goes down here in the studio. So basically, Unpopular Chris came up with a really good divisive plan here for the league, the Sun division and the Snow division. So those of us from up north placed in.
I
the
would like
snow.
to just make one point really quick about the way the division has shifted out, though.
I love the way you shifted the divisions.
Well, yeah, you have a really easy division, but I am on a 3-week losing streak. Like, just I've had terrible run of injuries, and my team is just garbage right
I can't
now.
believe you lost to the Fruads.
And I lost to the Burn Ward. I shouldn't have lost to him either. But point being is that I'm on a 3-week losing streak, and I am still the last playoff seed. That's how bad the league is.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So basically, right now, the Green Tree Gringos, my team, and Michael Sam Loves the Sack, which is Los's team, are both 6-0. And I believe, without trying to split hairs, the way that our ESPN, we're running it for free on ESPN, so we don't have to pay anything, is I'm in first and you're in second just due to points accumulation. Is that how it works, Los? I'm not really sure. Is that how it breaks down?
It doesn't really matter. You guys are in different divisions, so it really makes no sense
It's
to
just
try to
basically
split
what
you
they
guys
do
up.
is points 4, which I believe you're whooping that. But
yeah, I have 791 points, give or take a half.
How many are against?
Against, I've led up 660, which is it's a little high. There's Louis Chacon has led up 683.
Carlos's margin of victory definitely blows yours out of the water.
Right, exactly. But that means he's playing weak teams. So that means I'm playing stronger teams and still beating them.
Or tying and then readjusting the score.
Well, I had nothing to do with that. I had nothing to do with that. That was all.
helps.
Hey, if they found a half point and gave it to me, there it is. But I'm still undefeated.
How does that happen? That should be a conspiracy theory.
Probably.
Because how the hell did that half point come from where?
Craig and Goodell are just chilling together.
Yeah, that's it. So this just in. We have breaking news from the studio audience. Breaking news. Oh, man.
How about if we just break the audience?
Here's the thing about breaking news. It's on a box that's like completely further away from all the other ones we use. So take it easy, Dickwad. Richard Wad?
Did you just call him a wad?
He said wad on radio.
He said penis wad.
So this just in from the studio. We have imaginary friends in the studio audience this evening. So just
so you got on Chris's case because we have imaginary friends.
Well, I just said breaking news. He was the one complaining about
because you've been busting his bizzats, his nuts.
It's not like on the next page. Like you have to actually get to it. It's like far
You've been
away.
busting his network under the sun about putting that on, and then when you actually said it, you didn't want it on.
I didn't. Not that I didn't want it on. I just said what I had to say, and it wasn't a whole lot. It was just breaking news. Wasn't.
Hey, how are the fantasy Fruads doing?
You know what?
They suck, by the way.
I'm gonna just be a jerk now and make you listen to this the entire time you're talking. Then.
Why are we talking NBA?
We're not. But now.
Hey, it's Ahmad Rashad.
Which is fine, I guess.
With Willow Bay.
So I don't mind the NBA in the background.
NBA, we're talking NFL. I love it.
Yeah. So
why not?
Why not?
The fantasy Fruads think that they could pick a team, so you might as well.
So the 24/7 Miami.tv runs a fantasy football show called The Fantasy Frauds, which is heard
On Tuesdays at 9 o'clock, and then on Wednesdays at 9 and 5.
Okay, so we have a fantasy football radio show on the network. And if you're going to them for advice on how to run your team, don't.
They're under 500.
Whoa, wait a minute. He helped me out.
He helped you out.
That's why your name is bye week.
He said pick a kicker in the third round.
No, he
said
pick
take a
up-
defense second.
He said certain players, and I picked them up, and they did good for me yesterday.
That's Roy. Roy does that.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Royo, yes.
Roy does that.
Tomorrow live.
Tomorrow live. At what time?
At 10
In this last minute and a half, the Fruit ads just made 13 transactions. I'm sorry.
They have I think the record. Chris, do we have awards for the number of transactions per week?
We do not. That's something that we could develop, though.
Can we?
I think he dropped the kicker Graham Cano, and he picked him up 3 minutes later.
That's
But he
impossible.
had two other kickers afterwards, though.
I gotta tell you this though. I mean, like, yeah, Simbako makes some moves, but
they're not moving anywhere.
What's his name? You see nothing from Lopez.
No, I think Lopez is MIA.
Yeah, he had players on the bye.
And it was awesome because when we actually did the draft, I praised him because I thought he had a squad, which on paper he does, but
give up
on the field he doesn't.
And everybody was busting my balls, too, about my picks. Everybody was saying, oh, Craig doesn't know what he's doing. He's picking some weak players. I've made 2 transactions.
You did pick weak players, but they're
on
out.
Fire.
They really
literally
dude, there's no way DeMarco Murray should be the number 1 fantasy player in the
literally lucked out.
Yeah. No way should DeMarco
Andrew
Murray.
Luck
Yeah, dude,
has been
I want
killing.
to crap on DeMarco Murray. He should not be getting this many points. He's not that good.
The reason, and you'll see that DeMarco Murray is going to end up getting hurt. So if he wants to make a transition or transaction, what he should do is pick up Lance Dunbar, who's DeMarco Murray's backup, because DeMarco Murray's going down. He usually does around week 8 or 9.
So we'll keep that in mind for week 8. So maybe that might be
I want
7 pickup.
I want to make sure that he's healthy for week 11. I want to make sure all rosters are extremely healthy.
Oh yeah, that's the big battle.
Week 11.
Yeah,
no excuses.
Week 11 is going to be the meeting of the undefeateds at this point.
Till now, yes.
It's going to be so unnecessary. It's going to mean absolutely nothing.
Well, of course.
You guys are in different divisions. You're both going to be probably running away with it at that point. It's going to be a meaningless game.
Of course it is. It doesn't matter, because either way we're going to get in, but it's for bragging rights.
Yeah, and of course it sets up if they meet up eventually in the championship game.
No, he won't make it that far.
Oh, yeah! All of a sudden, the
he's going to lose out to Janowitz in the playoffs.
He's going to lose to Shelley.
I'm going to win all these things with the things. I'm going to win the football games.
He's going to lose to the number 4 seed, the New York Nut Carts.
They're going to come from behind,
literally
champion. Like, yeah, like right now they're in like the submissive position as well.
I don't think they've seen a win in almost a month.
I haven't seen a win in 4 weeks.
Ouch.
It's rough. I'm still in the playoffs, so it's okay.
Hey, listen, there is one
team. You got the fantasy fruits in the league. You're good.
We do have a 4-week loss streak in the league right now.
And who's that?
That would be the Filthy Fabrics.
Yeah, but that doesn't
AKA
count.
Dirty Laundry.
They're starting 3 players that have been out for the year.
Like, does she not know how to just sign in?
I've already asked her to just change those. Please change them. At least put players that are actually playing, so at least some points are being scored.
Let me offer the unpopular opinion, since Chris isn't going to go there. I'll go there. They're girls. They don't know football.
Yeah, but
let's all look back there. What are the girls doing?
I've told them, get in there, bench.
There you go. See,
bench RG3 and bench Matthews, and put some people that are going to give you at least 2 or 3 points. Instead of 0 every freaking week.
But 12 or 15 points
compared
to 150.
What's 42 compared to 62? Either way, they're going to lose. Right. But it makes it at least a challenge.
It's hard to compete whenever you got 150 points a game going up.
This guy cannot stop patting himself on the back. Like, I can't wait for him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this what this segment was supposed to be. I'm sorry. Do you need a Kleenex or maybe a Kotex?
It's okay, because he wins and scores 150, but the teams he's always playing against score about 140.
Which means that I'm playing strong teams. We're having strong weeks, and I'm still winning. You're playing weak teams.
And I'm spanking them like I should. And my, what is it that you say? The TMV, the R, elemental Q.
Total margin of victory.
Yeah,
that's a common stat. It's called TMV.
Where is that common at? In Germany?
What do you mean? That's how they calculate rank in professional football.
No, they don't.
In the NFL.
No, it's just
points
wins and
for,
losses.
Points for, points
You could
against.
give a flying
Fruads.
Exactly. Since we're talking about ads.
Oh, guys, the parade's going to be soon after the show for the leaders of the fantasy. So you guys get ready.
Oh, but do we have the?
We're going to be parading the studio.
We need to start mapping the parade route.
Definitely.
That's what's
up and down the studio.
Especially since the studio's been closed off.
Plans are in the ready right now in Green Tree, Pennsylvania, suburb of Pittsburgh. We're planning the parade route now.
Well, I'm not going to go do that in that.
The studio audience is waiting for it.
Both of them.
What are they waiting on?
They're waiting for the parade. They're already here. They're lined up for the parade. The Green Tree Gringos are going to parade.
We need to do a parade. We need to do the parade after week 11. So when I'm trotting around here,
we do the parade when the season's over after we crown a title.
We could do that as well, but we could do it after week 11 so that I could be able to at least get some exercise.
Unpopular, Chris. Why do you have to come and fart on our conversation? You loser.
Because he's 3-3.
3 loss in a row, loser person.
Yeah, my team's not that good.
When he was 3-0, when he was 3-0, he was saying that his
I'm gonna rock the world.
This is gonna be awesome.
Well, you know what? No, out loud, I was definitely recording a lot of trash talk for the.
No, it was good.
I no, it was fun. But the messed up thing was like off mic, I was in the like my team's gonna eat it so hard soon. It's like the way like Louis C.K. like describes like what white people are gonna go through once like all the other races take over, hold us down and rape us. That's exactly what's gonna happen to my team. I saw it coming a mile away.
Yay.
So there it is, 305 Network Under the Sun. That's your fantasy football update.
Oh, I want to say something.
You just did. Thank you.
Something else.
You can't. You're on a bye week.
I'm going to beat the Hialeah Homewreckers. I'm going to take this victory.
The Royo show.
Yeah.
Why are you going to make my division a little tougher?
I'm letting it out of the bag a little bit here.
I've been doing so well in my division. It's so tough.
We're looking forward to December. We're starting to develop a sense off air of what's going to happen here coming up in December. For those of you who just tuned in, or perhaps maybe you missed it at the beginning of the show, we have Chameleon Month coming up in December, where the 305 Network Under the Sun are going to spoof all of the other shows. So for those of you playing the home game on YouTube, why are you salting your willy? What are you doing? Oh, assaulting with a pen.
Good thing the camera's not on.
Oh, it is on.
Oh.
305 Network Under the Sun. Just a few nuts here in the Magic Studio. Follow us on Twitter.
Just showing you things you could do after the vasectomy.
I don't even want to know. For Chris, Lewis, Los, thank Alina for coming out. We appreciate it. I'm Craig Cook. See you next time.
The next night, the woman goes to the panda's house and she says, "You owe me money."
Whoa. Hey, guys, what's up? Craig Cook here. I'm host of Metal and Mayhem. We're all here hanging out at Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, digging on some delicious food and tasty adult beverages. I'm here with some of the 305 nuts, Louis Chacon, and unpopular Chris. Chris, what do you have over there?
Cutler Bay Sports Bar has hands down the best wings in South Florida. I tried their hot buffalo sauce and it was delicious. I also had the lemon pepper and the Caribbean jerk, but then Hector told me about Hector's sauce. It's the definition of awesome. Matter of fact, Hector's sauce has ruined wings for Craig. You can't even go anywhere else because they don't have Hector's sauce. I order my wings 20 at a time, but here the plates can grow as high as 50 wings. Don't miss out. Try them today. Now leave me alone. You don't interrupt an animal during his meal.
Very true, Chris. Hector's wing sauce is the best. Here's Louis Chacon. Looks like you have a tasty beer there. Tell us about the drinks, LC.
Well, Cutler Bay Sports Bar is my favorite place to go for drinks. They have happy hour from 4 to 8 every Monday through Thursday. Dozens of draft specials, 2-for-1 mixed drinks, and 2-for-1 wines. I get down here as often as I can. My glass is empty. Hey, Hector, pour me another one.
So it's obvious. Cutler Bay Sports Bar. Awesome food, the best wings, the best drink specials all the time. Cutler Bay Sports Bar and Grill, 20305 Old Cutler Road, right here in the heart of Cutler Bay. Tell them Craig sent you.
So the woman looks up panda in the dictionary and it says, "Panda eats bush and leaves."
It's been said that he buried a time capsule full of things that haven't happened yet. If he needs a quick escape, he just walks out the front door. His bear hugs are actually hugs he gives to bears. He's been pronounced dead 7 times. Make that 8. He can't be bought, but his beard clippings occasionally come up at auction. He's never lost a sock. If he disagrees with you, it's because you are wrong. He has never saved anything for a rainy day. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
The latest entertainment news.
Your favorite fashion trend.
Your inside scoop on the dirtiest and juiciest gossip.
Only here on Dirty Laundry for 24/7 Miami.
Every Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Don't miss us.
coming up, so you better get this party started.
It's not about anything else.
Go to you and lock the door. Cause when you try it once, you wanna try it some more. Size doesn't matter, and that's a fact. It might be small, but it's a big impact. Bust a nut, bust a nut. Grab a bag of corn nuts and bust a nut. They're lightly toasted and hard as well. Enjoy yourself, we won't tell. Everybody does it, they're not good at luck. You can do it.